Do you have a lot of paper scraps and book pages laying around where you've altered those books, or you just have books that you're using for your junk journals and you don't know what to do with all the extra pages? Well, today we are going to be making some book page pockets, and this is a new style pocket to me, and I'm not sure that I've seen this anywhere. So gather your supplies and let's get together and craft. So I just want to welcome you to my channel, Making Crafts, and so let's get started on making these pockets. And these are some new pockets to me. It's a new style. I haven't seen anyone else do these, but it doesn't mean they haven't, because I'm not sure that there's anything new in the crafting world. We all just do our own little twist on it. So here is some paper scraps that I had in a box, and I just went through and found some of the blues. Since I'm doing a blue journal, my upcoming journal is blue, so I wanted to use some blues in this project when I decorate my pockets. So I want to show you, I've gone ahead and made a few pockets, and I'm going to show you how these pockets work. And I haven't glued them up because you don't want to glue them until you actually decorate them. So this is just a book page here that I've used. And this pocket, you'll have a spot here to put something, but then you'll also have a little tuck spot on the side to put something. And then when you glue it to your page, you can make a tuck spot here, or you can glue it down solid. So I'm going to show you how I make these little pockets. So here's a book page that's perfectly straight, so I won't have to do anything to the edge of that one. I'll show you what I do with the ones that aren't though. So what I do is first I start out by turning my book page upside down. So I want my writing to go upside down. And then I'm just going to fold in the top. So I'm just reaching to the right hand side, the bottom edge, and I'm going to fold over and make a little triangle here. Then after I have my little triangle, I'm just going to bend it up so that the tip of my triangle touches the corner of the page. It doesn't have to be exact, just roundabout way. Okay, so now we have our pocket. We have our little tuck there. So then I'm just going to bend this back, and you could trim this off, but I like to bend it back because it kind of adds some stability to the page or to the pocket. And each pocket's a little different depending on how you tear it down. So like this one, you can see this little fold up. So if it bothers you to see that underneath, you can always go in and trim it out, but I'm not, because I'm just going to be covering it anyway. And so let me show you with another page, one that doesn't have a straight edge. So I just go in and I'm just going to tear a somewhat straight edge, and then I'm going to turn my page upside down again. I'm going to fold over, just make your point there, your little triangle. Then you're going to fold it up to match the top corner, press it over, and then just fold this back out of your way. So when you fold it back, one thing is you kind of want to, let me get this pressed down, you want to get it where it just folds part of that little triangle back, and it just kind of finishes it off, I think. So like for this one, I could have folded it back just a little bit more, and that will finish it off just a little bit there too in the corner. And you want to keep in mind what size journals you're working with, and just measure to make sure that it matches. So I'll just put it here so you can see. It's 4 inches wide. So most of my pages are 4 inches wide or wider. Typically they are, I think it's 7.5 by 5.5 or something like that. So that's plenty small enough to fit on the page. And so what I've done is I've just gone and made a bunch of these pockets up. So I'm not going to make a bunch more with you because we can decorate these. I'll make one more just so to make sure you do understand how to do it. And if I'm going too fast, just pause the video, rewind, and just watch it again. But it's just very simple. We're just going to fold over. We turn our page upside down. The reason we're doing the page upside down is because I wanted the writing to be right side up on my little triangle. Now it will be upside down in here, but I plan on decorating inside there. I'm going to decorate the triangle as well, but I plan on adding a full sheet in there to cover that up. And then we're just going to fold back, and if any of that bothers you, you can trim it off. But I think it adds a little bit more stability to this side, especially if you're going to be using this as a tuck spot. So when we glue it, you'll see it's all going to go together just fine. So let's get started on decorating them since I have so many folded up. So I do have some pages from the upcoming journal that I'm going to be working on. I've pulled those out as well. I also have some little bits and pieces from Tim Holtz kits and some different things I've stamped and made up myself, little stamps and things that I can decorate with. And I have different things laying on my desk. I also have some different lace and just fabric strips, just scraps. I'm just pulling out my scraps to work on this. So let's just decorate one pocket and then we'll glue it up so we can see how it goes. So I'm thinking I want to use, I'm going to use this on the first pocket. So let me get my tearing ruler out again. I'm thinking that I like this in the back, so I'm just going to tear it down to fit in there. Just going to use my tearing ruler. You could use your paper trimmer if you'd rather. Just going to kind of see how wide it needs to be. Okay, I'm just going to tuck it back in there now, and let's just see, because I am going to just fill in this pocket. I will have it a little bit of border around it of the book page, so I'm going to trim it down just a little bit more. Oops, it slid. Let's see how that goes. That's better. I like that. And then I'm just going to trim it off at the top here. So that's why we haven't glued the pocket together yet, because this makes it easier to decorate the inside here. And I'm not even going to worry about the white on that page because it's going to be hidden anyway. So I like that there. So let's just get our glue and start adding it. We could just dry fit everything first. So let's just put this first, and then we'll just dry fit it all. This may be cute just to put on the front here. I don't know about that. Let me see. I might just tear a piece off of this. Just tearing it by hand. Kind of like that, but I do want to tear it the other way so that you don't see the white. And then, let's see, kind of like that there. And then I have some birds that I've cut out from book pages as well. That little bluebird would go there. Let's just go through our little bin here and see what we have. What all could go. Let's see here. Here's a little label of sorts. So I kind of like it like that. I do want to keep these simple. I don't want to just spend too much time thinking about how I'm going to decorate them. And I may add just a little bit of fabric here. Let's just see how that would look. Just adding a little bit of fabric in there. I think that would look good. We don't want to put it right here because it might block our little pocket. So I put it right under it. I do like that so far. Let's just move this out of the way. I have these washi tape stamps is what I call them. I'm not really sure what you call them. They're like stamps but on a washi tape roll. And let me see, that one's come undone. May have to tear some of those off. Just trying to see which ones I have, if anything would go with this pocket. It might look neat to add some. Let's see here. Here's a little stamp that has some blue on it. I don't know if this is grape. Yeah, it looks like grapes maybe, but it does have a blue. That might look good on the thing as well. Let's just see here. If we did it kind of like that. Or maybe not. Maybe over in there. Okay, so let's start gluing some of the pieces down. So I'm going to start out by gluing this back piece down. Okay, so we're just going to glue that down there. And I may have gotten a little crooked. Let me see if I can get that back up and straighten it up just a little. Maybe not. Let's see here. Maybe in the way I tore it, it's a little crooked, possibly. There we go. So that'll be all right. So then we're just going to add this little torn piece here and decorate it all up. And so I want to make a bunch of these up, and so I can have them. And I'm going to do several of them in blues, but then I'll switch over to a different color to decorate. I don't want to do them all in the blues because I don't need that many pockets in one journal. So now let's see here. Thinking we're going to need something else, but I'm not sure what it's going to be. Maybe we need just a label of some sort. Let me pull this over here. I have all these, maybe some sort of little label or stamp of something. Or don't think we need a butterfly. What if we added the flowers? The flowers and the bird. I like that. Okay, let's do that. Move all that out of my way. It's kind of busy, but I like it. I do like that. So we're just going to add, first I'm going to add these little flowers. They had a label stuck on the back of them. Oops, there's some little bits that hadn't been pulled out, so let's get those out first. Okay. So just going to add that there. Then our little label will go underneath. Maybe like this, because we could move some things over so we could get further over the pocket. Okay. Just tuck that up under there. Hopefully I didn't glue it down yet all the way. Just tuck it a little bit like that. And then we'll add a little bird that I cut from a book page. I love using flower books and bird books to cut out the little pictures for my things like this, little projects like this. So there we have that, and we could ink this. I might do that. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of inking. I'm just going to use some chocolate chip from Stampin' Up. It's a little darker than the other one that I use all the time. And I really didn't want to ink all my little embellishments. I just want to ink the pocket itself today. Okay. I do have this coming loose where I pulled it up. I think I need to add just a little bit more glue there. And let's add our piece of fabric. We think it still needs it. Maybe like that. I think that would be pretty. So let's do that. So I just need to trim it off. So let's see here. We'll just flip it there and rip it. And then I'm going to take some Fabri-Tac to add it to the pocket. Maybe just need a little glue there too. Okay. So I'm just going to add a line of glue here. We'll add our fabric. Kind of have some, I'm going to have it sticking out. Let's see there. I might need to trim it off just a little bit more. It's sticking out far enough. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe more like this. Okay, so now to glue this pocket shut, we want to put glue right here on our triangle. and I may have went too far over. Then my pocket will be a little bit smaller, but that's okay. So we're just going to put it on our triangle here, and then so just going to add some glue to the back here. And I could have used my art glitter glue, but since I had this in my hand, that's what I'm using. And just want to glue this down. And so there we have our pocket. And let me see if I can find something here. Let's see here. So you have a spot to tuck something in here, but then you also have a spot to tuck in. So, it'll have to be something small that you tuck in there. Let me show you. So you would tuck like a small little, you could, see here, could be kind of, well, that's too big too. I had something earlier this week when I had this idea that I thought worked really well in it. Let me see, here's a little tag. So yeah, you would have a little tag, something like that. This is a tag off of clothing that I'm going to alter, but you would just have a small little tag like that. And there you have your little pocket. So let's embellish a few more, and we'll glue those up so you can see that process again as well. So for this one, let's see here. We have this left. Don't know how that would look just to put, I think I want more there than just that. So let's take more of this book page, this page here, and we'll just add it there. Okay. I'm just going to tear it off about right there. Then we'll have to see how wide we need it because each one is different. So I do each one to match the pocket because each page is a different size. And I don't know if I told you the page sizes that I'm using in case you want to do the same size. Let me pull one of these pages out over here. Book pages, here's one. So I am using, my pages are about 9 1/4 by 5 1/2. So maybe 5, a little under 5 1/2. So that's what I'm using to make these pockets. But I think you could do this with different sizes. Let's see, so then we'll just add that there. And we're going to have to put something here. I wonder what this part would look like there. Let's see here. Kind of do the same formula for the whole thing. This time I think I want to cover up a little bit more of the book page here. So kind of like this. And then we'll see what decorations do we have to put on it. Let's see here. I had, earlier I saw a mushroom that was really cute in here, but I'm doubting I'll ever find it again. Here's a cute little butterfly that would go. Here's a mushroom that might be pretty. Okay, like that. And then maybe we could add in just like a label of some sort behind the mushroom to kind of help it stand out some. If we did it like this. Nope. I think it's going to have to be more like that. Maybe a butterfly up here. But then there's a space there that really needs something, so let's just take a look there. What about this little red one here? Maybe this little label here would work. And then kind of liking this with the blue, but I'm not liking this edge here. Maybe I need to tear the paper down just a little bit more. Let me find another piece of blue and just tear over to here. So I kind of know what my point is that I'm going to, and then we'll work our way down to it. That would fit better. That's a lot better. I do like that better. Now what does our little mushroom look like with that? Might look good right there. I still think we need some sort of label behind him so he stands out a little bit better. I can be very indecisive when it comes to these things. So let's see here, maybe a don't know that we really need anything else. I think that's really cute like that. We could use a label up in here somewhere just to kind of decorate it up. Got all kinds of different ones. Okay. Maybe like, okay, I kind of like that. So that's how we're going to do that one. So let's just go ahead, and I think this needs to be inked up just a little because it's just so stark white. So I just want to dull up that white a little bit. Okay, I like that. So let's just start gluing that down. I'm going to go ahead and glue the pieces on the front here first so I don't forget how I had them. I'm going to put that one down here so we can see, so I don't want to use all the same elements on each one. I want to have them different. I think I'm going to have to refill my glue bottle. It's getting empty. Needs refilling. I tried to refill it the other day and the lid is glued on pretty tight, so I'm going to have to probably run it under some water or something and get it to come loose so I can add some more glue to it. So we'll just do it like that. I like that there. Love those mushrooms. I love mushrooms anyway. I love to decorate my journals up with them. Then we'll add our butterfly. I'm not sure, does he need to be up here? Or, I think he looks cute down here. So let's just add him there. About in there. This might look cute up here. Kind of just putting a little, I do have some, wait a minute, I have some little stamps that I've made. Don't know if they would, that one's too dark. Let's see if I have any lighter ones that I've made up. Just using the, these were just made using the Tim Holtz stamps is what it is. It's a Tim Holtz stamp set. I'd have to look to see actually what it is. Let's see if I can put that. No, I don't really want that there. Thinking something more square or more, ooh, this one may go. This is another one. All of these were made using that stamp set. If I remember, I can link it below. I kind of like that. Or the little, this one's got brown. I stamped it on brown paper. Which one? Which one should I use? I think either one. I kind of like that one better. Okay, so we just need to glue that down. Kind of adds a little something right there. Then we need to come in here and glue this paper down. So we're just going to slide this down in here where we still have, where we didn't glue it shut. That makes it easier to decorate this part. Then that's pretty straight, or somewhat. I think it looks good. I like it. Okay, so then I want just to add some little things here. I don't know finally, do I want this with this, kind of like that, or do I like this better? Just a layering it like that. There's a lot more in here too that we could use. Thinking that will be fine though. Yeah, I think I like that, So we're just going to add that there. Let's just ink those edges though to make it look more vintagey. Okay, just going to add it right in there, and then we can add this one. We're going to vintagey it up too, just adding a little bit more ink to it. And do we want to add it right in here? I keep moving it around, I know. Or do we need it? Yeah, I think it needs to go there. Or we could take another butterfly. Nope, that's too big. I like that. So let's just add this. And now do we want to add, what if we added some of this to the edge? Let's just see what it looks like. Just some different textures to it. I like that. So I'm just going to trim that off right here at the top. And then we'll just do like we did last time. We'll just run a bead of glue inside there. We'll add our lace. Just want a little bit of it sticking out. Let's see, kind of like that. That'd be good. Let me slide it all the way down to the bottom though. There we go. And then we're just going to glue our pocket shut. So I'm just going to run a bead of glue right along the edge of this, inside of this triangle, and then press it down. And you know what? I'm going to use Fabri-Tac because that is, because of the ribbon, I'm just going to add it, because of the crochet lace, is what I mean to say. So I'm just going to put that there. Now remember, we don't want to glue together our little pocket here, our little hidden pocket. Make sure we didn't get a hold of that. I don't think we did. There we go, make sure. So you can't just reach in there and press this way. So you make sure that your hidden pocket don't get glued shut. And then I'm going to glue this shut. And I just leave this, like I said before, it kind of reinforces the edge there, especially if you're going to, when you stick this on your book page, just say this is your book page here. When you stick it on your journal page, if you're going to have a pocket here, and then if you're going to use this as a pocket, it reinforces that. This one, if you're going to use the top, I would think you may want to figure out a way to reinforce that as well. So I love how that one turned out as well. It's simple, but it's cute little pockets that you're going to add to your books. Let's decorate another one together. And I think I'll just go back and ink them all up at the end, because I can pull this out and ink the edge here, because I forgot to ink it when we was doing it, but it takes a little while to ink it. And I'm not sure that I want to ink that one. I kind of like how it looks. So let's see what we can do with this one. We do have these big butterflies. That might be neat just to add a big butterfly to one. And let's see, we got this little clock, maybe do something a little different, which I will add some book page or some journal page behind it just to give it a little bit more, but I think that's kind of cute. We've got this page. Let's just see. This may be too much blue, but we'll see here. Just do a little strip here. We could fold it over if we wanted to. Fold it over there like that. And then we could add our big butterfly. And then our clock here. I do like that. That's a little different than what we've been doing, so I like that. And then for the inside, let's see, I do have these scraps that I need to use up. Let's just see if that would, don't really like that one with it. I don't know that I'm going to like any of these with it. Kind of like that one. We've got some more over here. Let's just see what all we have. Kind of like that too. That's a Tim Holtz scrap. That may be too dark. I'm not sure now. That's kind of pretty. Let's try this one. Let's just tear it down and see. And then if it doesn't work, we'll use it in another pocket. How about that? So let's just see here. So I'm just going to tear this one down to kind of be the size of the pocket, but I want to get both edges torn, so I'm just going to go ahead and tear this edge. Okay. And let's just see how that's going to look. And so we just need to tear the top edge off just a little bit. That way all the edges are torn. Okay, I do love that. Okay, so now let's just glue it all down. So for this one, I'm just going to glue it. Just going to move some of this stuff out of my way so I don't knock any of it over. Got those little pieces. We'll try some of those too. So I'm just going to glue this down and fold it over the edge because I like the look of that. There we go. Just don't know if that's the exact spot I had it, but I think that'll work right there just fine. And then we're going to add our butterfly, but I want to kind of dull the edges here. Kind of forgot what I was saying. Then we have our clock we can add here. What I may do for this clock is just cut it down in half. That away. Kind of like this, so it's more stuck under the edge there. See if I can pull the edge of the page up, because I really wanted it to be under the edge of the torn page. Kind of like that. So let's just do that, and then we'll just add some glue back to the page to glue it back over it. We're junk journaling, so it doesn't have to be perfect. It's going in a junk journal, and so you don't have to worry about everything being perfect. You just make it work. I'm really loving these pockets, and then we got to make some things to go in the pockets. We'll need something here and here. I don't like those little antlers being so white, so we'll fix that too. So like that. Okay, so we're just going to add that big old butterfly right there. That may not be the exact spot that I had it, but it's close enough. And then we'll just attach this in there. I'm excited to get started on the blue theme journal that I'm working on, but I really needed some pockets and some different things. So I thought, I have a lot of scraps laying around that I really need to make some pockets of anyway. So I'll make pockets for other journals while I'm at it as well in some of these mass makes. So I wonder what this would look like. So for Christmas, I was gifted this little box of journal ephemera and different things, and I thought maybe one of these little stamps would look good on here. There's different ones. think I might like that one. And so a friend of mine sent me these, and there's all kinds in here. They're absolutely adorable. Which one do you think? Kind of thinking, kind of like that one because it's a little fainter for this one, for this project. Or this one. Either one of those would work. Let's go with this one. Okay, so we'll put those back in there. She gifted me a whole bigger box of things, but this was one of the little boxes inside of the bigger box, and so it's got all kinds of little things in here I can use. Just looking to see if there's anything else I wanted to use to add to this. I don't think so. I was just looking. I like that though, and we can just add this. And this is a sticker, so I can just add it to it if I can get it to come loose. I am terrible at stickers. There we go. That one wasn't too bad, was it? Let's get that corner bit down up. I would just add it right up here. I like that. Press it down. And I'm not sure where she got those, but I love those. I may have to ask her because I may need more. Okay, so for this one, do I want to add another little piece of this crocheted lace? And this crocheted lace came from the Dollar Tree of all places. I didn't see any the last time I was there, but I bought this months ago there. And I love it on there, so I think that would be good. But I also have some blue lace. Would the blue lace look better with all this blue butterfly and blue everything? Let's just see. I kind of like the blue lace. It's just something different that we haven't added to any of them. Okay, so let's clean up our little space here so we can clean up a little area so I can work here. It's not too distracting to you trying to watch. So once again, we're just going to take our Fabri-Tac, go in here, and add it down through there. Let me see here. What is the right side? It's always so hard to tell. I always think both sides is pretty on the lace. Don't want it to stick out too much, but I do want it to show. Let's see how that looks. Okay, so then I'm just going to add a little bead of Fabri-Tac to the edge here. And we'll just press that down. Once again, let's get my bone folder, and I'm going to put it inside that little pocket so that we make sure it doesn't get glued down, and just press down on this pocket. There we go. And so then we'll just turn it over, and I've already glued this one. This was one of my practice ones, so I've already glued that down. So we won't have to worry about that. So we've got 3 of these so far, and I really like how these are looking. Let's see, let's just put a little card in them and see how that looks. So that's pretty. So there we go, I like that. Let's just decorate another one up, and let's see for this one, what if we went with some, that's a really dark blue. And I'll tell you what, I want to decorate this one with, let me look here, I'm just looking around to see what I have. I did have some paper that I had, this right here, that I, just some, well this isn't, but these are just some jelly printed papers that I did with my jelly plate last year sometime or another. It's been a while since I've used my jelly plate, so I know that these are not, they're not newer ones, and I'm thinking, do I want to do that, or do I want to just put it on the front? What if I tore it down for the inside here? This paper was just laying around going to waste, so let's not worry about it. Let's just try it and see. And then we'll get some torn edges on the sides here, but just really close, because this was small paper. My jelly plate is rather small that I use, and so I always like to cut my pages down. But I do have a new jelly plate, and so I'm getting ready to do some playing with it. And it's a lot larger, so I'll be able to do larger prints. Okay, so I like that. It's got blues and grays in it, but we don't have to stick to all blues. I've already gotten enough blue ones that I think I'm good. So let's just see if we can find things to match this. And this came in a swap. Would that be too, I don't know if that's going to be close enough or not. And I don't remember if this, what kind of paper this is. This might be called rice paper. I'm not sure. It came in a swap, and oh gosh, it's been over a year ago. It was right when I was first getting into junk journaling. What if we do it like this? I don't know what the right side and wrong side of it is. I bet if I wet it, it would torn a lot easier, just like a napkin does. But I didn't, so we won't worry about it. It's got a lot of texture to it. Is that too much, though, with these two colors together? I may should use this with something else. Not with that one. That one's way too busy. Let me see here. I'm just going to jump here and see what I have. Nope, doesn't go with that one either. Okay. So let's just do this. And what if we just take a little bit of this and add it here. We may just add it across like that. We may just piece this one together somehow. We're going to have this, and then that's too light. I'm going to tear that down just a little bit more. Kind of put an angle on it instead of so straight. Let's just see how that looks. We did that. I've got this little Tim Holtz. It's like a book. It says Beautiful Wildflowers. And then we had this. I'm kind of liking that. And we just keep looking, see what we can add to it. Oh, we have these Tim Holtz. This one's more of some of the ones I've been using. This is the, I'm not sure what this one is, Field Notes. It's the Field Note pack. We may have something down in here we could use. Just going to take a look. I don't remember what I was kind of looking for now. Oh, I was looking for a bird, wasn't I, or something. I don't think there's birds in this one, but there are some cute little bugs and things. Oops, I tore it. It's okay. I'll just put it somewhere else. Just going to kind of layer some of this up and see what it looks like. Okay. I don't think I want a little, I don't know, the orange butterfly may go, but I don't really want that color. I'm trying to see if there's a, no. That one's getting closer to the color that we need. That one's just too big unless it goes over here. Maybe it would fit. Maybe we change altogether and we put a mushroom on here. Or we put, let's see here. That's really busy. Kind of like that. Maybe put the book more down here. Just have to keep rearranging until I find the exact way I want it. Okay, so I had to just take a moment and figure out what I was going to do with this one. I know you all didn't want to see me be so indecisive with it, but I finally decided this is how I'm going to decorate this one. Sometimes I just have to take a break and really think about it, because I overthink it, and so then I can't get it completed. So now I took some time to think about it. This is how I'm going to do this one. I don't know why. Sometimes it's so hard just to decorate these pockets, just knowing this is not the whole journal. It's just part of the journal. So it shouldn't be so stressful, but sometimes it is. And so then you just need to take a break and get yourself back together, I think. So that's what I did, and I finally went through the whole pile of these bits and figured it out. So I think I'm getting it right back in the right places. We'll see. I think more like this, and then I wanted this here. But I think, did I have this under here? Oh no, I done forgot. Well, that is glued down now, so if I do, it's not gonna, that'll be fine like that. It's no big deal. I do want to ink it a bit because it has some white edges and it will stand out better against that brown if I go ahead and ink it. I'm not inking everything because I'm just not in the mood to ink everything tonight. I just kind of like it is. So that's what I'm doing. Different things each day. Don't always do it all the same. And all of these are just pieces from Tim Holtz. Other than the paper, that was some of my jelly print paper, like I said before, but the rest of these bits and pieces, I think all of them may be from the Field Notes pack, actually. So this one's got the orange and blues. I don't know, just was feeling something different. Okay, so let's just add this one to the inside there, and I think I'm going to leave the lace and the cloth, the leftover scraps of fabric, I'm going to leave it off of this one, I do believe. I think this one I'm just going to do like this. I'm not going to add any fabric. Let me get this in here like I had it. Okay, and I just got glue all over my fingers. Let's think about a paper towel real quick before I start making a mess. Oops, the paper towel glued to me. Okay, and so then I do like, this was the leftover piece of clock that we cut in half for the other pocket. So I think that will be good on here. And then we'll just put the butterfly over it. And I am going to kind of dull the white that's on that butterfly. I'm not getting it real brown, but I'm just dulling it out. And then we're just going to attach it. There we go. I'm going to slide that over just a little bit. It was hanging off the pocket. Okay, so I do like that. It's a bit different for me, and so then I don't think I want to add any fabric. Let's just put the fabric there and see. Get some of the strings off. Just add like this. I do like it, so I am going to add the fabric. I'm liking this fabric tonight on here. Kind of get that frayed too. Okay, so now just like before, we're going to add a bead of glue on the inside here for our fabric. Just going to get it lined up with the top. I don't know if you can see that, with the top and bottom. Make sure it's sticking out some. Let me pull that out just a little bit more. Okay. So I'm trying to think here, do I want that showing up there, or do I want it to be folded over? I think I'm just going to cut just a little angle out of that one for this pocket. I didn't do it for the rest, but for this one I am. That way it just closes over. So then I'm just going to put a line of bead, or a bead of glue right down this edge, and then we're just going to press it down. Like I said before, I'm just going to stick something in this pocket to make sure I did not glue my pocket shut. There we go. Just press down. I see a little piece here. I folded it over, but I don't like it, so I'm just going to trim it off. Then we're going to go back here, and we're just going to glue this flap down. Well, I really enjoyed creating these pockets, and I hope that you enjoyed watching it and that you will give them a try. If you have some extra book pages laying around, and give them a try. And I also have 4 more I need to decorate. But if you do decide to create these, tag me on Instagram or YouTube if you share yours online. And I'm looking forward to adding these to my journal. I'm excited to put some of these in my upcoming journal. Well, I guess that's all for today. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.